Hey, this is Chris with Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. Today I got my new favorite camping knife, until I find the next one. But it's pretty cool, and I think you'll get a kick out of this knife. It's pretty rocking. Stick with it, you'll enjoy this. Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. I hike it so you don't have to. Alright, so I have this new Flissa knife. I bought it the other day. I don't know really why I bought it because I don't need more knives. I like my Moras, the Condors, and all that. But I saw such great reviews on this knife. And it's hard to believe it. This one has a micarta handle. And it's $24.59. You can get it with the G10 handle, $23.59. Wood handle for $19.99. $20. And the blade on this is a D2 steel. Now, I don't know that much about the different steels, but I know this is a beast of a knife. So we're going to do a kind of unboxing. I opened it up just to make certain because it did come from Amazon. And if you get knives from Amazon, you got to be conscious. They may have been sitting in the warehouse for a while, and I didn't want to get a rusty knife. So let's just go through this. So this is the Flissa 9-inch fixed blade knife with leather sheath micarta handle. We already know it was made in China. And it gives the factory name in China, which I always think is funny because they don't usually label what factory they're from. Maybe this is a changing in the tides. And I've never even heard of Flissa before. But all of a sudden, I'm getting flooded on my YouTube channels with people reviewing this knife. It came well packed. It came with this maintenance tips. I just want to read through this with you because it made me laugh. A couple of things in here. Clean. Blade. Rinse your knife with warm water to wash away any remaining particles of dirt. Important. Do not soak in the sink. Once clean, wipe it down with a clean cloth, then grease it with mineral oil, blah, 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 blah. Micarta handle. If the micarta comes in contact with blood or begins to build a film, simply clean with soap and water to restore its former glory. Dry with a clean towel. I don't know, for some reason that just made me laugh when it says the comes in blood, contact with blood. Yeah. So here's the knife. Now, I thought it was packed fairly well. The knife itself, the sheath, well, it's under $30. It's okay. It's not top quality leather, but it's pretty good leather. I can't complain about it. I like a good fixed blade. I always like leather sheaths. This right here, I think that's going to be the weak point. The leather feels maybe subpar. I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel that great there. But the rest feels okay. I think it'll hold up for a little while. And for the amount of money I got this for, if the knife holds up, maybe I'll get a nicer sheath. Here's the knife itself. It's definitely a true Scandi grind. So basically, it goes from here down to here, and that's it. It doesn't have a secondary bevel or anything like that. You can see where it says Flissa, and you can see where it says D2 steel there. Look at this beast. This is a beast. Look how thick that is. Let me take out my Garberg. I always thought the Garberg was thick. This is making the Garberg look thin. I want to say this one, the Flissa, is 4 millimeters wide. 4 millimeters. That's like, dang, that's huge. This is just a chunk of metal almost. It's very sharp. I know I've seen online where people are saying that it didn't come sharp. The spine is fairly sharp. So I could definitely tell I could use a ferro rod with that. So I'm happy with my purchase. I'm happy with this. The only thing I'm not the biggest fan of, micarta handles. I wish they came in different colors. I'm not the biggest green colored fan, but you know, it feels pretty good. It feels a little slick, not too slick. It has a good hand feel to it. It lines up. I haven't had to tighten any of the screws. You know, I'm very happy with my purchase. All right, let's get into the measuring and figuring all that great stuff out. All right, before we even begin, I just wanted to go over the hardness is from 61 to 63 HRC. It is a great blade. I've never had D2 steel, so I don't really know what to expect from it, but it seems like it's popping up on a lot of cheaper knives lately. So let's get into this. According to the website, or Amazon that is, it should be 6.46 ounces. Let's see what we get when we do this. All right, maybe they're just talking the knife strictly, because together I got 8.3 ounces, 8.3 ounces for the knife and sheath. The sheath itself is 1.6 ounces, 1.6. And the knife itself is 6.7, 6.7. So it's a little heavier than what it says on the website or Amazon. They're saying it's 6.46 ounces. Hey, when you're getting this big and heavy, that really doesn't make much of a difference. But, you know, if you're one of those people that are really weight conscious, maybe that will be an issue for you. I don't know. All right, let's get into the measurements. So when we measure this, we're going to measure the full length and from the blade length and the thickness of the blade, because I think we can get away with doing that. So I'm going to use my ruler here, because my electronic ruler does not go out to 9 inches. Okay, so as you can see, the knife is 9 inches long. Let's go to centimeters. So approximately 23 centimeters. Sorry about that. I keep going above the camera lens. So approximately 23 centimeters, approximately. Now, the blade itself, from there to there, it's about a little more than 10 centimeters. Amazon's saying this is 4¼ inches. Yeah, it's about 4¼ inches. Now, thickness. Now, they're saying the thickness of this blade is 5/32 of an inch. And from what I could tell, that should be approximately 4 millimeters. So let's start off with millimeters. All right, so there must be a little rounding going on here, because I'm getting 3.4, 3.6. If we're going for 3.6, I guess you could say 4. It's greater than 3. Let's put it that way. It's greater than 3. I could deal with that. It's always a shot in the dark when you're dealing with a lot of these companies on Amazon, whether you get exact measurements or not, which kind of bothers me. But truthfully, for this much money, if this was a real money knife where it costs a lot of money, I would expect the numbers to be exact and not even to be off by 1/8 of an inch, millimeter or anything, or 1/16 of an inch. But it's just a beautiful knife. The sheath could be a little better. We're going to go outside. We're just going to do, I don't want to damage this knife. I'm going to be using this as my camping knife for a while. We're going to use this to make sure it works on the ferro rod, and we'll go from there, see what we can do. We got this hole here and this one here. Maybe if you guys could put in the comments, why would you have one there and there? This one I can understand because I could put a rat tail on there. This, unless you had one that went over and kind of gave you better grip, maybe. I don't know. So in the comments, let me know what that little hole is there for. All right, let's go outside and work on the ferro rod and see what we can do with this bad boy. All right, so we got the knife here, the Flissa. I got my ferro rod that I absolutely love. Let's see how well it works. For now, I'm gonna put this in my pocket. Let's do this. Ooh, nice. You can see it just leaves little marks on there. Wow, that worked really good, really good. Now let's try a different knife that we know does it as well. We use my Mora. Here's my Mora Garberg. I know this throws a lot of spark. Let's check this out. Nice. Wow, okay. Hold on, let me go back to the other one. All right, let's try the Flissa again. Wow, that's good. No real marks. Now I plan on using this for an actual camping knife. I'm not going to use it to chop wood. So I'm not going to use it to chop wood. It's very sharp. And let's check out the sheath on my hip. Alright, so here it is on my hip. It rides very high. A little higher than I like. I didn't have to get a dangle. But my jacket covers it. Probably the quarter of it's hanging out. To do that. I mean, it's a big knife, but I'm kind of digging it. All right, so final thoughts on this Flissa knife. It's a great knife, heavy duty. I enjoy the feel of it. I like the way it looks. What do you guys think? I know the ferro rod is a big deal for me. The knife is sharp. I probably won't use it to baton wood, but I like the feel of the knife. The sheath is all right. The quality on it could be a little better. The knife itself is great. What do you think? Pluses, minuses, let me know. Please click like and subscribe. Remember, I review it so you don't have to. I hike it so you don't have to. We're going to start getting on more hiking videos as soon as it warms up a little more. And we have a whole series on Kuvik items coming out soon. So please click like and subscribe. And have a great weekend. Or week, whenever this gets out.